Hello and good evening, everyone. So, welcome to my show, Learning from Life Experiences. And today we have a upcoming person who I recently came into contact with. His name is Mr. Ravinder Kumar Yadav, and he is a chartered accountant by profession. In addition, he's also a coach and an author. So, we'll talk about his journey from how he decided to become a coach and what prompted him to then become an author while he was already having a very successful career as a chartered accountant. So, welcome, Ravinder, and welcome to my show. And before we move forward, can you tell us a little bit about yourself as to uh, a little bit about your life before you became a chartered accountant and thereafter your journey of becoming a
Yes,
coach
yes, sir.
and an author. Yeah, over to you, Ravinder.
First of all, sir, I'm very thankful to you that thankful and privileged that you have given me the opportunity to talk to you and come on your platform to speak.
Welcome.
So, sir, I'm from Alwar, Rajasthan, and my full name, as you mentioned, is Ravinder Kumar Yadav, and I'm a son and a grandson of ex-servicemen from Indian Army. I would not say that son and grandson. Actually, every male member of our family has been serving in defense forces since last 4 5 generations. So
Okay.
I was the only odd person who wanted to become an army officer, but somehow God has some different plans, and my career and my ambition changed when I was in 12th standard, and I decided to do something different. And that was too advised by one of my uncle who was then passed out from IMA,
Hmm.
and yeah, that's how I decided to move on in a different line. Then I pursued BCom, MCom, MBA, and all those degrees while I was pursuing CA. And I did my 3 years of training from Delhi, a mediocre firm. It's called Oberoi Sood and Kapoor Chartered Accountants. Uh, Very well established mediocre firm. Their office is in Nehru Place, Delhi, and I had a great exposure of industry there. No family background of professionals, no family background of no guidance from any member in the family from private sector. But I got to meet best buddies of my life, best friends from my life, and yeah, some of them are so amazing and had been so helpful to me throughout my career that I remained contact with them even after I left that organization, or I worked them for a very small period or for only a single assignment or audit. But yes,
Hmm.
the life has been very grateful and beautiful for me. Although there were hurdles, there were some ups and downs in my professional journey. But yeah, when I look back and I connect my dots, so that all was meant for my bigger vision or bigger purpose of life.
Okay.
So
So
yeah, the careers.
you had a successful career as a chartered accountant. So what changed for you that you decided to venture into the field of coaching? What was that ignition? What ignited your interest in coaching?
Yeah, sir, to understand that better, we again have to go back to my childhood. So in school days, I was not that academically very impressive child, I would say. I was an average or below average, but I had a one very, you can say that I was very keen into sports. I was a sportsman, but without a vision. I did not had a vision or guidance or हिंदी में कहेंगे कि लक्ष्य नहीं था कि करना क्या है. So I was aimless as a sportsman, and I failed a lot of time, even though having a great amount of passion and all of that. But yeah, when it used to be come for academics, I used to go very oftenly to libraries, and I used to read biographies of patriotic people like freedom fighters, like successful people, sportsmen. I never liked the textbooks. So I think the seed of inspiration or inspiring others or getting inspired was planted in that age or that
Hmm.
age bracket
Okay.
when I was in school days. So
Okay.
that thing was inside me, that I want to get inspired and inspire the young people.
Hmm. Okay.
So I
So how
used to
did
keep on
your
searching
journey
on.
start as a coach? So how did your journey start as a coach? How long
So
have you
sir,
been in the field
after
of your career as a chartered accountant? When actually did you finally step into this coaching suit?
sir, I started pursuing CA just immediately after 12th standard, and it's been more than 13 years now. And
Hmm.
after having a, when my career got stabilized, I was earning a decent amount of money, and uh, I was placed in middle management in companies. I was specifically in mornings when I spend some peaceful time with myself, then I used to think that this is not something which I really wanted. This is not
Hmm.
something which I really wanted. So I asked some questions. I used to ask some questions, that why I was born, why I was born. So I was in search of that thing, and I started my first startup in January 2019, and I
Okay.
kept a name. And a name of startup was Spark Talks.
Okay.
So inspiring others was something inside me, but I had not that realization. But I
Hmm.
used to keep on searching, and I think the online algorithm was working. And one day on Facebook, a free ad was populated that Arfin is going for a live event for 3 days or 5 days, and I just for the search of for the out of curiosity I got registered. And yeah, that's how I attended that 5 days of journey. And on the very first call, and on the very first hour, I decided, and I was fortunate enough that Arfin picked me, uh, and he talked me on live. Around
Okay.
more than 600 people were there, and
Hmm.
that's how my journey started as a coach.
Okay. And how long have you been in the field of coaching now?
Sir, it's more than 2 years now. I started the journey in July 2021.
And so, how is this journey been for you as a coach?
Amazing, sir. Amazing. I think I should have started this 10 years back.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So
I think.
the realizations are amazing. The
Mm,
outcomes are, matlab, there is no doubt that education, there is no replacement of education. The
mm,
education, the biggest thing education has provided me is the respect in society,
okay.
the great amount of respect. But
Mm,
after joining this community, the biggest realization for me is that I now know that what is my mission of life. Second
mhm,
is that I now got to know that what kind of power I carry within. Third is that now I feel fulfilled and happy, because there is not even a single minute or second I'm not wasting anywhere, because I
mhm,
have that mission that this is the thing which for which I was born, and I have to do something for the society, for the people, for the nation, or for my family. So I'm energized all the time. I sleep for very few hours, but you will never see me what I say, you will never see me lacking energy in
okay.
all day.
Mhm,
Yeah.
okay. So, Ravinder, tell me now, it's been 2 years, as you mentioned, as a coach. So, are you a full-time coach now, or are you also pursuing your profession as a chartered accountant? Are you doing both the things together?
No, sir. Yeah, I'm doing both the things together. One is for bread and butter. Second one is
Uh,
for passion.
Oh, wonderful. And how are you able to balance your time between the two?
Sir, I wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and 4 to 8 is my time. I
Okay.
exercise. I spend my time with myself. I write. I read,
Mm-hmm.
and then I get ready and go to office. And in evenings also, I do attend calls. I talk to my
Mm-hmm.
clients. I on weekends also I plan everything. Every minute is now planned, sir. That is the biggest realization, and that is the power of this community and the fellow coaches I've met in this journey. And I've made a
Mm-hmm.
very wonderful friends.
Okay. So tell me, Ravinder, now that you are doing both the things together, you're working, you're pursuing your profession as well as you're working as a coach. So in both the things, what is the major difference you find, and how have you been able to impact lives of people in both the two different fields, as a chartered accountant, as a coach?
As a coach, I think there is no foundation. You are your own boss. You
Mm-hmm.
can schedule your times. You can help people. You can earn also. You have that freedom of traveling. You can pursue
Mm-hmm.
your passions. You can. There is nobody is going to judge you in this community.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
yeah, the what I feel is that the amount of freedom and the amount of fulfillment is very big there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the one and the foremost thing for me especially, for 30 years I've been wondering that why people don't take my dreams as real, that I
Mm-hmm.
being a child can dream that big. They
Mm-hmm.
used to say that ये हवाबाजी करता रहता है, ये
Mm-hmm.
इसको पता नहीं क्या करेगा, ये इतना बड़ा बड़ा बोलता है, भाषण देता रहता है. एंड आई यूज्ड टू से कि समझते क्यों नहीं है लोग मेरी बात.
Mm-hmm.
So in this community, when I started pursuing coaching, I found that this is the place, this is the thing where I met like-minded people who have similar kind of dreams, similar kind of
Mm-hmm.
passion, similar kind of energy. This is the best thing about this community. And being a coach, now I feel that nobody is going to stop me. Even
Mm-hmm.
people who used to question my dreams, now they are saying, yeah, how you have done this, how you are doing, how
Mm-hmm.
you are managing your time. They are wondering that how I am flying actually.
Wow. Oh, that's really great. That's really great. So, Ravinder, can you tell us a little bit more about your third passion, which I believe which you have not spoken to us as of now, that you already are
Yes.
a renowned author. I think how many books have you written? Two?
There are
Three?
two books. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
so can
third
you
one
tell
is
us?
I've already started writing.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about your books which you have authored and what are they about?
Yeah, sir. The first book I published in January 2022. Actually, I wrote this book in 2021.
Okay.
And again, this comes from childhood. And the title of the book is Let Your Child Dream and Fly.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, so
And
what
yeah,
prompted
that
you to take this title and what is it about?
Sir, to be very honest, in my childhood, only my father was the only person who believed in my dreams. Apart
Mm-hmm.
from that, my school, my teachers, my friends, my relatives, everybody used to laugh that
Mm-hmm.
what is he talking about? Believe in him and let him try, let him fail, let him do everything he wants, and he will
Mm-hmm.
learn from his experiences and he will do something better in life. I
Okay.
trust him, and he has always supported me. So I picked this title for the people, for the parents specifically who don't believe in the dreams of their children, but actually if they will support them and they will help them to fly, they can do wonders actually.
Okay. That's really great. So, how many copies have you sold till now?
More than 250.
Oh, that's really great. And what about your second book?
So I have, sir, recently republished this book because being the, to be very honest, being the first first book of myself, I had very beautiful experiences and people who are very kind enough and very blunt in sharing feedbacks. I have accepted them with honor and pride that I
Mm-hmm.
will learn and grow. And I have recently republished it, and anybody who wants to read it, they can simply Google the title that "Let Your Child Dream and Fly," and they will get the link online. It
Okay.
will soon be available on Flipkart and Amazon.
Okay. That's really great. That's really great. So this is one book which I've written, and you. So this there's one more book I believe you have written very recently. Can you tell us about that
Yes,
also?
sir. Sir, the yeah, book is already written, and I've got author copies recently for that
Mm-hmm.
book. And uh, launch date for the book is 1st May. Why 1st May? 1st May is the my father's birthday actually, and the book is on leadership, and I have learned the best life lessons and best leadership lessons from him,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to dedicate this book to him. So I've decided to publish that on 1st May.
Okay.
And second thing is that I am a very big fan of Shahid Bhagat Singh. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like that he's an elder brother to me, even though I am born in a different era and he was from a different era. Even after 100 years of his martyrdom, he inspired me, and I think if somebody can inspire by just writing or his thoughts, so that is a very powerful thing for me. And I've written this book, Lead Your Life and Go Fearless,
Mm-hmm.
for leaders actually.
Okay.
So people struggle to. I've being a professional also. I might be having very small or amount of experience, but yes, being a manager or being a team leader, I have experienced that people wonder that why their teams are not aligned with the vision, why they are
Mm-hmm.
not being liked by their teams, and all of that. So the title of book is that Lead Your Life and Go Fearless,
Oh, really great.
and it talks
Wonderful.
about that how a person can become a successful and fearless leader, and how a
Mm-hmm.
person can learn the art of leadership and how to be happy and successful at the same point of time.
Okay, so we are waiting for 1st of May when you'll officially release this book for the uh, uh, general public to see and get a chance to read it. And this brings to me to my next question. That you when you mentioned about coaching, you're always talking about leadership coach. So why leadership only? Why not anything else?
Sir, to be very honest about it, my opinion is that I'm a big fan of Shahid Bhagat Singh, and
Yeah.
I have read everything or every book written upon him.
Hmm.
So the biggest dream of Shahid Bhagat Singh was that he had that fear that after Britishers will leave the India, the free India or independent India, he had the biggest fear that people who will take charge of the power, they should not misuse that. And
Hmm.
a person of so young age, he just lived for 23 years. And if you ask me, when I was 23 years old, I was not even clear that what I wanted to do in my life,
Hmm.
and he did achieved so much in that. And considering that, when I read history, and we as a citizen, when we look, parents specifically specifically don't allow and don't want their children to go into the leadership or pursue politics as a career.
Yeah.
When you see and when you compare India with other countries, there is a huge difference. I'm not saying that leaders we are having in our politics are good or bad. That is not the question here. The question is why people, educated people, young people, people from a common family, why the young India is not taking part in that.
Yeah.
So my mission also, sir, for the life is that I want to plant that seed or sow that seed of leadership in young people specifically, so that they become fearless. They should at least give a thought about it.
Yeah.
So that also can be a career where a lot of improvement is required.
Yes, absolutely. I was just reminded of one thing. I think I was watching the news yesterday that Aam Aadmi Party has been recognized as a national party by the Election Commission of India, which started as a movement of people's movement, and slowly and slowly it has established a name for itself. Though they are different kind of people, and there are a lot of things. But of course, the one thing I agree fully with you that educated people do not want to venture into the field of politics for various reasons. And if your book and if your coaching will ignite that fire in them so that they can make a difference. So yeah, okay. Yes, I hope that the venture we have decided to undergo will ignite that fire in the youngsters to join the uh, political stage and make a difference with young ideas. And as you say,
Yeah,
recently, see, we had the Prime Minister of New Zealand and Prime Minister of Finland, who were young ladies of just about 35 years of age, and they're running the entire country. And here we have in our country, we have most of the leaders are uh, 50 plus, and
that
mhm, that is
that is
something which needs to be thought about. Yeah.
that is one, sir. Second one is that if you see in personal life also, if you see the structure of our families and the decision
Hmm.
making, even I'm not saying what is right, what is wrong, but we have to give a thought about it that even after being 30 years or old or 35 years old, people are not that confident to take responsibility of their decisions.
Yes, you're right. You're right
And
about it.
something is
Hmm.
missing which creates very diluted uh, I would say ownership of decisions,
Hmm.
wherein people conflict within families also.
Yes, absolutely. So yes, that you brought a very important point. So move forward, Ravinder. We talked about your initial journey. We talked about your coaching, and now we are coming to your future. So, what are your future plans after this? Yeah, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Sir, in 5 years, every year I will be writing something to inspire young people. First, second is that is not something that I just for the sake of writing I will be writing. I have a
Mm-hmm.
lot to talk because I've been reading a lot since I was born.
Mm-hmm.
Now that my ideas when I got the right community and right path, now everything is coming out now. I want to express myself by writing.
Mm-hmm.
Second
Okay.
is that in next 5 years, I at least want to travel India and inspire as much as can at least 50 lakh youngsters,
Mm-hmm.
10 lakh every year. By
Okay.
either can be live sessions, either can be digital sessions, virtual sessions. By any means, I will do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And
And if you ask me 10
yeah,
years from down the line,
yeah.
so again, I am seeing a big dream, very big dream. So by December 2032, I want to become Defense Minister of India. Because why I am saying this? I belong to such a family and I come from such a background that I know and I understand the pain areas of being a soldier, being a or my grandfather and everybody in the family. I understand their pain, and being a legal and finance professional, I understand that how the funds blockage, how the maximum and optimized utilization of budgets and finances can be used, how automations can be done. So I am a tech guy also. My passion in that field, and a lot of things are there that I know and I understand law also to a great extent. So I personally feel that Indian Army Act or Police Act, or you pick any act which is for defense forces, are not being upgraded since we got independence.
Yes, you're right about it.
A lot of scope of improvement in that area, and I think and one more point. So India is having the largest number of war widows in the world. So that war widows and their dependents, they are, if you combine them, they are more than 50 lakhs, 9 lakh or around 8 to 9 lakh war widows alive in India from our military and paramilitary forces. So being a Fauji, I understand and I feel that because my schooling was done from different army schools, and my father got retired at the age of 35, 36. I have seen his struggle journey, that after retiring at such a young age, when kids are studying in school, what are the pain areas of getting a second job for them? A lot of things are there, sir. So I want to serve the nation first by inspiring the young people. Second, I want to become defense minister. Not I'm not seeking any power or something, but yes, I want to give back to the society what I can do, aligning my passion and my skill set.
Okay, that's really great, and that's thought and really wonderful. And I
Thank you,
wish you all the very best, and I'm looking forward to see your progress.
thank you,
But
sir. Thank you, sir.
before we wind up this session, I also want you to talk about the latest title that you got recently, the Ironman. How this has happened,
Yeah,
and how has that made a difference in your life?
sir, that was something that I was for 15 days to overcome that real hope. For 7 days, I of करें से start. अभी सही आ रहा है.
Okay.
So, sir, that was the biggest realization of my life. So, like I mentioned, that Arfin is my mentor, and I was attending a live session with him in Goa, and he made us realize by closing eyes, and a very beautiful music was going on, and he was, saying some magical words, and I went into a different kind of imagination, and I was so connected with him that this is the man who feels and understands my dreams. And it was in fraction of seconds I went to top of Himalayas, and uh, I just flied like an Ironman. And I was diving from Himalaya. Then in my imagination, that suit of Ironman was coming, and that all suit was aligned, and I felt that I got a body of Superman, like a stainless steel body. And then it took a flight of upwards, and I crossed ozone layer, and I was in the universe. And after that, when after a few minutes he said that you just open your eyes and sit down, and it was like that imagination was off, and I fell down like anything. And when I touched my chair, I was shocked with huge amount of energy, electric energy, or I would say a power shock of, I don't know, 51,000 kilowatt or what it was. I could not handle that power, and after a few minutes, I was collapsed. And I don't know what was that. That like, uh, I can't express in words. So Arvind has given me a very powerful name, that this is the Ironman of the community, and yeah, I liked it.
That's really wonderful, Ravinder. So thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to see your journey and progress in the next years to come. And we'll see you in the shoes of the defense minister of the country in another next 10 years time from now. And wish
Thank
you
you,
all
sir.
the very best. And we look forward to seeing your progress. And I hope this will also inspire our viewers who are watching this interaction to uh, learn that dream big, and convert your dreams into a reality. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Jay, sir.
Then.